As the sign language interpretation tonight, it's David Agondoa. Our top story, a multi-agency team bringing together various government institutions that will be vital in delivering a free and fair election next year, is pushing for the disqualification of any political aspirant found culpable of funding, planning or engaging in electoral malpractice and violence. The team announced plans to set up hate speech courts in different places around the country. And as NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Muredi now tells us, the team, led by Chief Justice Martha Koome, will in 10 days release a comprehensive report which will help develop an election coverage roadmap.
The state has put political aspirants in next year's general election on notice over any plans to cause or incite violence, either now or during the electioneering period. A multi-agency team bringing together key government players says it is on top of things in a bid to ensure a free, fair and credible election.
We need to emphasize to our leaders that they will take personal responsibility for some of the actions that they get their supporters to be involved in. And where need be, we will be presenting both to the relevant agencies evidence and information we have of individual political actors who are engaged in incitement and who are mobilizing groups of people to disrupt meetings. And they should take individual responsibility, including we will petition the IBC to disqualify some of these people from contesting electoral offices.
We can proceed that way.
For about 3 hours Monday morning, the stakeholders met at the Kenya School of Government in Kabete to firm up election plans. The National Cohesion and Integration Commission, NCIC, has been tasked with being on the lookout for hate speech.
I have been requested, and I'm going to put this forward to the leadership committee of the judiciary, of a request to set up a specialized court to deal with cases of hate speech. And we are looking at setting up this in 5 locations: Nairobi, Mombasa, Nakuru, Eldoret, Kisumu, and if need be, we identify other hotspots.
The team has promised to work round the clock to ensure the 2022 polls will have the least interference, pledging to work to seal all loopholes.
Shortly, we will be adding 5,500 police officers who are coming out of college shortly, and 300 specially trained cadet police officers who will work and beef up the work of the IBC to conduct the elections.
If there are issues of budgetary needs, the Treasury will be there to consider them and ensure that resources are availed for each agency to deliver on their mandates.
If each and every one of these agencies do their role, then we can assure the country that elections next year will be free, fair and credible.
The team, having agreed to meet periodically, will convene again in 10 days to unveil a roadmap for the polls as well as a code of conduct that will guide the electioneering period.
There are several cases that are still pending in the judiciary. I do not know why, but the impact on the conduct of free and fair elections, either the processes that we engage in or the law. So all those cases will be collated. They will be given to us as the judiciary, and we will ask that our judges or magistrates, under whose dockets those cases fall, will be determined as soon as possible, and in any event within 90 days.
For the longest time, the electioneering period in the country has spelled doom for others. For business people, it has also become a time when they have to shelve their investments for fear of the outcome of the election. But this team that has been constituted under the chairmanship of the CJ is now promising a transition like no other, as they promise to make sure that no life has been lost and the election period will just be like any other in the country. Kennedy Muredi, NTV at the Kenya School of Government in Nairobi County.